Salmon was on special offer at the supermarket yesterday, so I bought myself a piece and I'm going to make some Gravlax with it. Got a nice piece here. I've trimmed off the ends, those will go into another dish. Gravlax is a cured salmon dish which originates from Scandinavia and in my opinion will give your smoked salmon a good run for its money. Gravlax is very straightforward to make. For it you need a nice bunch of dill, fresh dill, 40 grams of coarse sea salt or rock salt, 25 grams of caster sugar and 5 grams of white pepper. The salt and the sugar will of course add flavour, but they are going to be the curing agents. They will draw moisture out of the fish and of course go into the fish to act as part of the curing process. The white pepper, as well as adding flavour, is a natural antiseptic and will also prevent any deterioration, particularly in the first stages of curing. And the dill is going to give us a lovely flavour. The first step is to chop up the dill as fine as you can. There we go, that should do it. That is got a fantastic fresh smell from the dill. So we'll just tie that up. Okay, the next stage is to put all the ingredients into one bowl. There goes the dill. White pepper, salt and sugar. Remember, this is for 600 grams of salmon. It doesn't matter if you make up too much mixture. However, it's very important not to make up too much. Let it all mix up. And this is our curing mixture. Let you take a look and you can see that's all mixed up together. Now we're going to divide that into 3 portions, well 4 portions. Right, here is our salmon, which we're going to divide into half. But before we do that, we're just going to tidy it up. I'm just going to remove a couple of skin flakes and I'm going to run my hand up and down it, because sometimes you find you get pin bones which are remaining. Pin bones are part of the bones that were originally in the animal and don't come out. If you find any, you'll find that there aren't any in this one, but if you do, they're protruding just here. Get a pair of tweezers. These ones are actually for the job, but tweezers or even a clean pair of pliers. Just get hold of them and you'll find they pull out. You just don't want them in your salmon. Those 2 pieces will just fit nicely together like that into one nice piece. Now perhaps you can see the sense of our arrangement of the splitting up the curing mixture. So I shall pop those down there. I'm now going to lay out some cling film, and onto that I'm going to sprinkle one of the smaller portions of curing mix. That's going to be spread out to be more or less the area of the salmon. There we go. I'm going to place 1 piece of salmon skin tied down on top of that. Now we're going to take one of the half portion, so that was the 2 quarters. We're now going to lay that on. You can see now this sugar salt mix together with the dill is in contact with the salmon. Then the other piece goes on like so. So we've got a nice, equally as much as we can sized piece. And the last lot of dill, salt, sugar and pepper goes on like that. Okay, good. Right, we're now going to wrap that. So this does not need to be insanely tight. What it does need to do is to make sure that the curing mixture is in contact with the salmon. Just going to go one around the other way. We're not trying to make this, for want of a better word, watertight. Just trying to make it a nice little package. That goes over there. That one can go that way, and that one can go away. So we go like that, okay? Place it in a dish, like so, and then place a board on top, like so. Now we need to weight this down. There's a couple of alternatives. A few cans would do it. If you've got a really large can, even better. I'm going to use a dive weight, which I have wrapped in plastic, mainly because I know that inside it's made of lead and we don't want that mixing with everything. But that's going to sit on that, and that is going to compress the mixture. This is going to go in the fridge, and over the next few days, 4 days, we're going to turn it at regular intervals, ideally every 3 or 4 hours. Moisture is going to come out of the package. If you can see moisture trapped inside, just get a pair and just snip off the corner of the cling film so it comes out, and you're going to discard that moisture. So there's going to be a sequence. Every few hours, out of the fridge, take out the package, drain off any liquid, turn it over, put the weights back on, back in the fridge, and that's for 4 days. The end of 4 days should be cured. You should not have any unpleasant smells. You're going to take the dish then, take off the weights and the board, remove the cling film, and that will leave you with the salmon. Most of the salt and sugar will have disappeared. It'll have actually disappeared into the salmon, but you're going to wash the whole lot under fresh water. Pat it down with a paper napkin so it's largely dry. You're going to have another damp bunch of dill, which I've got ready here growing. Chop that, sprinkle it over the fish surface, not the skin surface, the fish surface. Put the 2 pieces back together and then tightly wrap them in cling film, pop them back into the fridge for a further 24 hours. At the end of that time, your Gravlax actually will be ready to eat. And you can take it out, separate it. It will keep for quite a few days in the fridge. If you're fortunate enough to have a vacuum packer, you can vacuum pack it, pop it in the freezer, and it'll last for 6 months. To serve it, slice it, thicker slice than you would for smoked salmon, and it's absolutely delicious with the traditional dill sauce, which there are plenty of recipes for on the internet, or you can buy in the shops. Goes beautifully as part of a charcuterie platter, or with a salad, or you can actually cut it into small pieces and make your own sushi with it.